Let's start off with team news, please, ahead of the match against Burnley. Ricardo Pereira, will he make this match?
Yes, he'll be available for the squad, yeah.
And Wesley Fofana, is he any nearer to coming back for the game?
Not for this game. It's just trying to schedule in, obviously, the times at which we can put him into the team. And it's difficult because, obviously, when you don't have so many, say, under 23 games, he's only been training a week or so, and he's looked fantastic. But it's just over these next few weeks trying to schedule him into some game time. But the great news is he's looking very good in training. So just hopefully only a matter of time with him. Jamie Vardy's will be back in the squad, which is great news for us. So he's looked sharp in the few days training that he's had. So yeah, he'll come in and play a part. So that's good news for us.
I mean, injuries have completely ravaged your season, haven't they? But there's still much to play for with players like Jamie Vardy coming back.
Yeah, it's for us, like I said, it's looking to finish the season strong. We get one or two of these players back, of course that'll make a difference for us. But yeah, it's still a lot to play for. It's been inconsistent this season. We've had some excellent results and performances, but haven't been able to sustain that. So, but for us still, like you say, so much to play for. We're 3-4 games behind other teams as well. So that's we will have to make those up over these remaining months of the season. But no, I've been a lot more satisfied with the performance level in our game and the game idea, and now it's just a case of putting that together and getting some results in the Premier League.
Having someone like Jamie Vardy back in and around, not just the squad, but the matchday squad, how important is that after you spoke about the leaders in the group at the moment and having those leaders out on the playing field and like I say, in that matchday squad?
Yeah, to have that level of mentality as well as the ability is very important for any squad. He's a proven player at the level. He's a top player at the level. And what you find with top players that have done it consistently is they have that mentality. And when you have that back in your squad, then of course that makes you stronger. So to have him back is great. To be able to travel and feature. So yeah, that's a huge boost for us, of course.
And of course, Burnley up next. They're actually unbeaten, of course, in their last 3 Premier League games. How tough of a moment do you feel it is to actually play them at this particular time, given that they've kind of had this resurgence, and of course they are fighting against relegation as well?
Yeah, it's not a surprise to me because I know how good a manager and coach Sean is, and I know that they've been through this sort of rhythm really for the last numbers of years. You know, he's done a brilliant job there and ensuring that they retain their status in the league. And at some point, you know, they've got that stability there. They get really experienced players, and I think in January they added some players as well that will have given them that freshness. And like you say, these last set of results have been excellent. You know, at Brighton, very good performance. Tottenham, of course, to win at home, and then a draw at the weekend. So yeah, they're a team and a manager I really admire because of their honesty, but also because of the quality. I think people forget the quality that Burnley have. We get outstanding, experienced players, and when it's required, they normally get the results. So for us, it's a very tough game, of course, and but one will relish.
I know you mentioned about how you weren't surprised at the sort of upward trajectory that Burnley are on at this moment in time. But what have you made to them since, I suppose, the end of January, when you know they sold Chris Wood, they had a new striker come in, and as I say, they've been on that upward trajectory. What have you seen from them in the last 28 days or the last month or so that has impressed you most?
No, listen, Burnley always impressed me. I just never feel they get the credit for what a good football side they are. They're physically strong, they're competitive, as you need to be at this level, but they've also got some very talented football players. And they've brought in some players that are hungry to show they can play at the level. You know, the strikers come in, he's about 6'6", but a good technician, and gets his goal away at Brighton, which is a really good finish. He's a Dutch international, so he knows the game and knows football. So he comes in and obviously takes Woody's place at the top end of the field. Young Roberts, who's come in from Swansea, he's aggressive, wants to get forward, he's an international player. And they've got other players that have been there for a long period of time. Jack Cork, I know Jack well, he's a brilliant professional and great for the team, whether he's playing or not. Ashley Westwood's really, really talented footballer. James Tarkowski, Ben Mee, these are boys that are all proven players in the Premier League, but have retained their hunger and fight to stay there. So for me, they're an excellent side, and it's going to be a real test for us on Tuesday, which I'm looking forward to seeing, because, like I said, we've been performing much better of late, and that's what we need to keep with that level.